July 26th morning wake up call. Once again, weather maps are front and center in the trade's attention here. That's mainly a bean story, given the fact that the weather maps are looking out to August, but of course, it's affecting corn and wheat as well. Corn and wheat also are looking at some of the Russia-Ukraine issues. Now, with Russia attacking ports in Ukraine, putting doubt back in trade's mind as to just how many exports can leave Ukraine. But again, we'll say that weather is probably 70-80% of our influence. And 6 to 10 day weather maps have temperatures +6 to +7. On the GFS maps, anywhere +7 or more is considered concerning. The 11 to 15 day maps are also being watched. They reached +13 last night. And this morning they eased back a little bit, but still seeing a decent area of coverage of +10 over the Midwest. And again, +10 is plenty warm to catch trade attention. Uh, Trade's still going to watch that 11 to 15 day map, even though it changes often. They still will be watching it, given that they're looking out to August forecast. As we get to next week, we would expect trade to go back to turning attention just to the 1 to 10 day maps, as they're much more reliable and just don't see as many changes. So we did bounce last night, right out of the gates, left chart gap. So it's worth knowing the chart gap for December corn is 584.25. The chart gap for November beans 1349.25. If there is an easing or if weather maps cool off, those two chart levels would be your first correction targets if we start easing back. So we'll continue to watch weather maps. They'll be front and center here. Watch them all week, especially for the bean market. It is still a larger bean market story. Flipping over to cattle just quickly here, Shoeless plus 4,800. Box beef down a little bit here yesterday. All in all, still considering this mostly mixed influence. Last week's average cash trade was 136.31. So what we have from a show list and box beef may suggest steady cash trade to maybe a fraction lower. And so far, futures are trading $2 over cash. So there is a pullback potential for the cattle market here. It did make new highs for the last 2 months yesterday, but we don't quite have the current fundamentals to suggest a quick bounce here straight out of that range we've been trading for 2 months. So we'll be looking for first cash bids again on a Tuesday. May not see them, but look for those tomorrow morning on Wednesday to see where cash bids start. And that could actually ease the futures back into the range if the cash bids do suggest a steady cash trade. So that's this morning's wake-up call. Be sure to tune into our website for more wake-up calls. And also don't forget to sign up for the Allendale Conference, which does come out today.